Hey guys, it's Claquesous with another Gods of Olympus video for you. Today my unfortunate victim was Szeth, and this was a revenge, so I was able to scout out the base a little bit ahead of time. And when I scouted out, I said, there's no way I'm going to beat this, but let's go and have some fun. And as you see, I was able to win and gain 28 trophies. So as always, looking through my gods, you can see that I have slow time, inspiration, and bloodlust all moderately high, long shot and sunstrike fairly high, and Aphrodite and Hades are pretty well balanced, and same thing for Hera, pretty well balanced. So without further ado, let's check it out. Now Szeth is one of very few truly solo players. He's not even in an alliance, so I knew I wasn't going to get too much support on his side. You see there's a gap there. I think maybe he was restructuring his base a little bit, so maybe this was a unfair attack, but as you can see, it's a square base, really high level stuff. I didn't really think I was going to be able to take all that much out, but I decided I was going to try to take out Aphrodite so that my help could continue giving me a meat shield. Otherwise Aphrodite's going to just steal it and they're going to be hitting me. So let's go ahead and start the video. So I drop them all down, do the triple abilities and rush, and of course, as always, we've got Apollo and Artemis kind of doing damage from the back. Now, you can see that I was able to take out purple Zeus temple, and now I figured I was going to take out some of the big shooting things on the right, so I wouldn't take too much damage. And luckily I was able to take out Ares temple, and here you see I missed a little bit because I charged with Ares and then accidentally started to bring him back. But Artemis was able to take out the Apollo temple right before Ares went down. So now you see I'm able to kind of build up a little bit of a mate shield and start with a slow push. But he's got a pretty massive amount of troops coming in, so I'm constantly charming and popping up my abilities using Rot. And now you see Szeth himself came and was supporting. And I'm just trying to kind of push out to the right to get out of the way. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll use the group move and I'll move all of them to the right, and then I'll select Athena as my tank to go in the front. Man, this was not a bad example of that. Okay, I figured it was time to pop off Hawkstorm. Keep Athena's shields up to try and keep her tanking as long as possible. Hawkstorm's doing a pretty good number on the mob. That's good. Not good enough, unfortunately, but I was able to use Apollo's flaming arrows, and then his heal move, and the mob is now gone, and I'm able to start building up a little bit of a meat shield again. Take out them stupid vengeance warriors, and these pesky Archimedes towers, using Rot, and you see there's a little bit of a mob coming out from the right hand side. So pull out some hoplites and try to clear out the mob a little bit. And at this point I'm still thinking there ain't no way I'm winning this, but continuing to push and using Apollo to kind of do some crowd control, and Athena's just tanking, leading with Aegis and trying to keep her up as long as possible. As you see, she's about to go down. And there she goes. So, time to drop in Hera. Immediately Wrath, take out all those temples. And now she's my tank. And I think a lot of people don't appreciate how good of a tank Hera really is. You know, she has the shields, which also limit how much damage she takes. So I'm going to keep her out in front. I see a lot of people who drop her for Wrath and then just let her die. And I think that's kind of pointless. So, as you see, she's kind of leading in the front and not really taking all that much damage. And of course, she reflects a little bit of it back. So, now that most of the base is gone, I'm able to kind of push fairly easily. Take out the stupid Zeus monument. And see a little zap. And here you see Apollo kind of lost control of him for a second, trying to take out this mob, but it's okay, no harm, no foul. And down to just a couple temples, and about 45 seconds, so I've got all my gods up, so I'm still in pretty good shape. Alright, so from here, pretty straightforward. Take out the Hera Temple, and then I'm gonna long shot and flame strike Aphrodite Temple. And it's all over. Claquesous wins. Hooray! So as you can see, 750k stone, pretty good haul. Artemis doing max damage with her spread shot pretty much the entire time. Hera, Wrath did a good chunk, but she actually did a decent amount after that, kind of leading as my tank. Then Apollo, Aphrodite, Hades all being in there for a long time, pumped out 500,000 damage each. And then of course Ares, 250k just with the initial burst, and Athena doesn't really do all that much damage, and of course Zeus, he's just there for slow time. You can see his base, Zeus monument, did a good amount of damage because it was one of the last things I killed, and then after that, just hoplites. That's a pretty large amount of damage by hoplites, but you give them enough time, they'll do. The damage will add up. So, thanks to my Great Alliance for some support, and of course, Szeth tried to be a little pesky gnat with his Vengeance Warriors, but didn't work out this time. So, hope you learned a thing or two. I think the important lesson here is use Hera as a tank. Don't just Wrath and let her die. She's a great tank, so try it out. Thanks for watching.